Rose Kennedy Brackett open up questions.
All right, well, I guess that's it.
It seems like in the first half you just had, there was a couple opportunities you guys couldn't capitalize on. One was, I believe, the fake punt where you guys had the ball at the 40, and then there was a fumble at the 30-yard line. And you guys just couldn't, capitalize on those opportunities.
Well, you stated that correctly. Not everybody, that means without exception. A lot of people have been talking about, good offense against good defense. Well, good defense is like good pitching. It always trumps good hitting. So good defense always trumps good offense. So, we didn't capitalize on those opportunities we had. And then we in the first half, we fumbled the ball for a touchdown. Bad protection, bad ball security. And that it's no excuses. They came out and they beat us, and they earned the win. They put on a clinic on how to run the football. Even when they got the win, they didn't matter to them. They lined up and they ran inside and outside zone, ran a little speed sweep, and they fell forward and they broke tackles, and we have to improve a bunch if we're going to be in the class of the team that we face today.
Did it surprise you that they ran the ball that much? They only threw it 5 times.
Well, if it's not broken, what you gonna try to fix it for? They took the stance that they could stand success, and they were having success running the football. And no need, just because you got plays on the call sheet, if the plays you're calling are working, you don't have to call the other ones.
Alex, do you want to talk about trying to stop such a good running game? I mean, what was it like trying to go up against that, and what did you find wasn't working so well?
I mean, we knew what to expect. We knew they were going to be running the ball on us until we stopped them, and basically just came down to, some guys starting to overrun the ball. They were hitting the cutbacks, and when we set up there, they hit us on the front side, and like Coach said, their running backs fall forward, and if we're making the hit at 2 yards, that's good on our part, but if they're picking up 3 yards after contact, then why stop running the ball if you can pick up a first down in 2 plays?
Just a bunch of times, kind of guys bouncing off you instead of getting a grip on them.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
They run hard. They're low to the ground and pretty thick kids, but we just got to bring our feet when we tackle, and we'll definitely be working on that this week.
Sean, can you just talk a little bit about the pressure they were able to get on you from the outside today, especially I saw they had 5 sacks. What was that like?
Well, some of those sacks were my fault. I didn't get the ball off earlier. I needed to get the ball off quicker. But they're a good defense, well coached, a good scheme for us, and I think they just played harder than us today. So it was nothing that they did. We knew what they were going to do, and we just didn't execute.
Do you want to talk about the options you saw downfield? There are a lot of times where you did have some time in the pocket and didn't end up throwing the ball. I mean, were the receivers just not getting open? Were you just...
Well, the receivers did a good job. They were telling me on the sidelines what they were seeing out there. It was just hard for me to get in rhythm today, and I think that took away from what we've been successful at. So I think that was tough.
Andrew, do you want to comment on working around Penn's defense?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely, there was some openings, but they're a tough defense, and it was hard to get open against them. You had to scratch and claw just to get an inch, and even then they get in the backfield and pressure us and whatnot. It was tough today. We definitely got to regroup after this one as an offense and a team.
Andrew, can you just quickly take us through your 57-yard touchdown reception?
There was one of the few plays where they weren't really jamming me at the line. I just had a little more room than I had on other plays, and just kind of opened up more so than some of the previous opportunities.
And then after that play, there was a penalty, I think, and Penn came back with a long return, had great field position. Was that a turning point in any way? For anyone?
After the penalty on the PAT, and then we had to kick off from the 10. We were going to do onside kick there, but we couldn't onside kick from the 10. We had a couple of foolish personal fouls that hurt us. After they get caught for a clip, we get a foolish personal foul there with about 5 minutes left to give them a first down. We went on the PAT. Bradford Black was a pretty good runner with the football, and we knew that going in, and we kicked the ball to him because we got to go down and tackle. And he did a good job bringing the ball back and securing the football. So with the wind we had at our back, we thought we had a shot to kick the ball out had we been kicking from the 30. And we didn't want to squib it because we hadn't been doing a good job squibbing. So, whatever momentum we got from the touchdown, was immediately taken away with the huge return and giving them great field position. So the penalty itself was very costly for us, and it took us out of our mindset of trying to get them with an onside kick. And just on the onside kick, when we did do it, I think Greg did a good job kicking it. I think it made it even a bigger surprise when the guy had to hold the ball for him to get it kicked. We didn't do a good job executing and getting that one guy blocked to give ourselves an opportunity to field the football.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about going up against a running game that you maybe haven't seen as much of? Obviously, Bradford Blackman's now playing more on defense, so you had Billy Ragone, who I don't think you guys saw much of in the past, and some younger guys.
Well, Billy's only a sophomore, and he didn't play. I think he was hurt when we played against him last year. They're still running the same plays. They're running inside zone. They hand the ball to the fullback. They run a little speed sweep with the receiver coming in motion. They run a little counter. They run quarterback sweep. They're not trying to hide it. They're daring you to stop it. And when you're that good on offense, you can do that. And when you're that good on defense, and good team overall, they came out and, okay, this is what we're going to do. And it's our job just to get them stopped. They keep loading in good players. It's what you want to do when you're a good program, is have good players to call on. When you get guys to graduate, then you bring in some other players that are prepared and ready to go, and you can move a kid with great speed like Blackman over the defense and still have running backs that can go out there and hump the football in there against the defense. So they did a good job. But I don't think it was solely about going up against some guys that we hadn't seen before. It was solely about we didn't go out and stop what they tried to do to us.
Do you want to comment at all on rushing game? And very limited rushing game, but even so, Nick Gerst is on top for that, but we didn't see as much of him. We saw a lot more of Leon and Zach. Want to comment on the choice to put them in?
Well, Nick's still grasping some things, and we had some things especially for Nick. We tried to hit some things with the inside zone. We tried to get some things done with the veer, and we didn't get them done. So we did a few things. We get the ball on the outside, and we had Zach on the outside a couple on a play that just as easily could have gone to Nick. So they did a good job stopping the run, and that's what you have to do, make a team one-dimensional. They made us one-dimensional. We sprinkled a run in here or there, but they did a good job taking runs away. Immediately in the first half, at the beginning of the second half, they ran the same blitz back-to-back, and we didn't get it taken care of. So they didn't do much different on defense. I don't think anything different on defense that we hadn't seen. We didn't get it blocked, and that's a testament to how well they play on defense. And we knew going in that they were good at stopping the run. They were leading the league. I'm sure we'll continue to lead the league this week on run defense, and they do a great job getting off, not staying blocked. And we have to do a better job staying on blocks just to give ourselves a chance to run the football. Did I answer your question, Veronica?
Okay.
What went through your head when Luke got each 48-yard field goal in?
I was happy. Bonsai kick. That's immediately what I said. Coach Luke, I said, are we doing it? I said, we're doing it. Bonsai kick.
That was a good kick.
Anything else? All right, thank you, everyone.